is.
Come on, you already know, man.
I'm so hood.
I'm always in the hood.
What do you do for your hood?
What you doing for your brother?
Yeah.
Huh?
Look, been the father figure before I had my little man. I taught some how to ball, some how to throw their hands. When I was young, hung with the older crowd, I was advanced. My money was long, and plus I had a bit. I teach my kids all the time, there's no one to fit except the man upstairs, so we ain't never scared. You ride for him, and he'll ride for us. And only God can judge, so in God we trust. I'm a father figure to many, big brother to some, uncle, cousin, best friend, enemies, here I come. Here I come. I keep my enemies close like I supposed to. So if they front, my crew know who to put the toast to. I'm a father figure to many, big brother to some, uncle, cousin, best friend, enemies, here I come. Here I come. I keep my enemies close like I supposed to. So if they front, my crew know who to put the toast to. Admire my brothers, keep to a certain extent, long as my brothers ain't doing no dumb. I ride for my nieces and nephews and cousins, little sisters, my princes, just try to stay focused and don't settle for nothing. Nothing at all. And I'ma keep it 100. Most men be lying, they just frontin'. They all front. Get your bread home, girl, and be something. Cause the fast life will slow down quick if he's stuck. I'm a father figure to many, big brother to some, uncle, cousin, best friend, enemies, here I come. Here I come. I keep my enemies close like I supposed to. So if they front, my crew know who to put the toast to. I'm a father figure to many, big brother to some, uncle, cousin, best friend, enemies, here I come. Here I come. I keep my enemies close like I supposed to. So if they front, my crew know who to put the toast to. My circle is real, we get money and keep it gully at all times. And whack parties get it poppin' every single time. The ladies feeling us, besides the fact that we real, they just feel comfortable being around some real fellas. And who could blame them? Keep it official, no lying, we don't game them. There's no need for that, cause if they feeling you, they gon' make it they business to come and chill with you. Man, we some real fellas. I'm a father figure to many, big brother to some, uncle, cousin, best friend, enemies, here I come. Here I come. I keep my enemies close like I supposed to. So if they front, my crew know who to put the toast to. I'm a father figure to many, big brother to some, uncle, cousin, best friend, enemies, here I come. Here I come. I keep my enemies close like I supposed to. So if they front, my crew know who to put the toast to. I keep my enemies close like I supposed to, so the homies know who to put the toast to. In the event that a coward gets so sick that he feel he gotta empty a clip on me, kid, and that's real. That's for real. God forbid it, but it's possible. The man that you dap is thinking about popping you. They handshake don't match, they smile like Siegel said, so I'ma keep them close for now. I'm a father figure to many, big brother to some, uncle, cousin, best friend, enemies, here I come. Here I come. I keep my enemies close like I supposed to. So if they front, my crew know who to put the toast to. I'm a father figure to many, big brother to some, uncle, cousin, best friend, enemies, here I come. Here I come. I keep my enemies close like I supposed to. So if they front, my crew know who to put the toast to.
And we live. It's the AMF show, aka the Almighty Force Show. I'm your host, Coach J. Vaughn. And today I got a special guest with me, my brother, my dog. Before I introduce him, just gonna update you guys as I do always with what we got going on. Before I update y'all, just want to let you know, if you want to see the entire interview, you have to go to Bars and Hoops on YouTube or Facebook, or you can download the app. Bars and Hoops Radio, or go to barsandhoopsradio.com. As for the updates, last Saturday, the youth development program, I had a special guest, my brother. Shout out to Raheem Radio. He came through. He's a current firefighter, former EMT, and a pro gamer. Sat down with the young boys and explained to them everything that they needed to know if they was interested in going down any one of those fields. This upcoming Saturday, we have our development league draft. So if your child isn't on a team this Saturday, they'll be placed on a team. If your child is on a team already, they'll be returning to their team. Shout out to our sponsors, Hillside Toyota. If you're looking to purchase a vehicle, go to Hillside Toyota. Go see my man Sal and tell him Coach Javon sent you. Shout out to my man Still. Shout out to my man Pop. Shout out to my dog Tiny and the whole Balls and Hoops family. And shout out to everybody that support the movement. Now, to introduce my dog, man. This is my guy right here, man. One of the best basketball players in the world. You know what I'm saying? My dog, Charles. Talk to them, man. Introduce yourself. Let them know who you are. Where you from, man?
Charles Jenkins. I'm from Rosedale, Queens.
That's what's up, man. Welcome to the AMF show.
Appreciate you.
Real quick, man. What you got going on? What's new in your world, man?
I've been
chilling,
up to
these days?
Enjoying the fruits of my labor, man. I finished my what I think is my last season this past year.
Cool.
So I just been home chilling. My brother coached Westinghouse basketball team in Brooklyn.
Nice.
So I'll be down there often with the kids, and the rest of it is just making up for lost times. My family, my friends.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. My first question that I ask all my guests is if you had to describe yourself with one word, what would that one word be and why?
I mean, I don't know, man. You know, it's crazy. I watch a lot of your episodes, bro. And driving here, I knew this question was coming. I ain't know what to say, but
right.
Just humble, man. I come from humble beginnings. I come from really tough times as far as trying to get noticed as a professional, as a person. So the things I've been through, it just made me who I am now.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So, you know, I got the 21 questions thing since you've been watching. I mean, I have 21 questions where I ask you 21 questions, kind of like rapid fire, and you answer them in a single word or the least amount of words as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to get going. I'm going to ask you a couple questions pertaining to music. You are on Balls and Hoops Radio.
Bye-bye.
You know what I mean? We're going to talk about a little entertainment, then we're going to jump into basketball stuff, and then we're going to get into your journey. All right, so first one is, who's your favorite rap artist of all time?
Oh, Jada.
Jada Kiss.
Yeah.
How did I know that?
I don't know.
Right? It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite R&B artist or group, if you have one?
Group. I listen to a lot of R&B too. But a favorite? Shit, I don't know.
All right, we skipped that. What song you listening to on repeat currently, if you know the name of it?
Bro, my nephews be having me listening to Bronx Drill, bro.
Bronx Drill?
Yeah, bro.
I like the Bronx Drill, man. It's a little violent, but
yeah, it's violent, like it's crazy. But just because like if I'm in the gym or if I'm I got like a sense of urgency to get somewhere.
Right.
Like, I'll put Bronx
there you
Drill,
go. Yeah.
I'm flying on the highway for real. I've been listening to the young boy, Jay Hound.
Yeah, tough. All right. Top two favorite basketball movies. Top two.
He Got Game and Sunset Park.
Sunset Park.
Yeah.
Funny, Sunset Park. The dude Worm.
Mm-hmm.
I played against some 40 Nova tournament recently. Yeah, cooked them too.
Word.
Yeah. Favorite NBA basketball team of all time.
You know, I never had a favorite team.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. What about player?
Player. I mean, I used to like AI because my brother loved AI. So
yeah, Iverson. Okay. I can see that. Are you up to date on the NBA today? Like, are you watching? Do you have a favorite team in the league?
Not
a favorite
team.
player.
Nah, but I like Anthony Edwards.
Tough.
Yeah, I still like my guy Steph.
Yeah.
But the younger dudes, my brother been trying to get me to look at SGA a lot, so I caught him.
Yeah, he's alright.
He don't get enough TV time.
Nah, he don't. You gotta get the
sure.
fire stick. Get the fire stick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And go straight to OKC's channel, man.
But
for real.
For the youngest, I like him. I like SGA and Edwards for sure.
Okay. What was your best year, would you say, of your basketball career? Your best year, if you can remember.
Like 2011.
2011. Okay,
yep.
Okay. Your career high in points.
As a pro or anywhere?
Anywhere.
53.
53. You remember when? Where?
It was in like the gym rat shit.
Okay. That's
remember that, like the 2 day. It's like a 2 day tournament in Albany.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Throughout your basketball journey, who was your favorite coach to play for? I know you had so many coaches.
I know.
Probably tough.
Probably my coach overseas, Dayon Radonjic, Serbian dude.
Shout out to him. Most skilled teammate you ever played with?
See Steph, right?
Yes, Steph Curry. yeah.
No debating that.
Right, there's no debating that at all. Who's the most skilled person that you had to cover?
Brooklyn Nets, Deron Williams.
Deron Williams, yeah. Tough. Favorite basketball tournament to play in growing up?
I don't want to sound cliche, bro, but Almighty's the only like open tournament I ever played in.
Really?
Like after I graduated from Springfield, I
Wow.
never played anything else.
Oh shoot, that's crazy.
Yeah.
No, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I thought you was like playing in different.
Nope. That was the last one I played.
That was the last one,
Yeah,
and that was you went crazy. Yeah, you went crazy. All right. Favorite street ball coach?
I mean Rob
Diaz. Yeah, shout out to Rob. NYC finest. Street ball team.
Same.
NYC finest. All right, how about player?
From NYC finest? Oh, like street ball player?
Street ball player, like somebody that you probably catch the highlights, somebody you watch.
Oh, Ice. You know Ice?
Yeah.
Lionel Jones?
Yeah. He's tough. He's tough.
Ice was my favorite. Him and Derek Williams together.
Okay, yeah.
They were like the older dudes on NYC finance at that time.
Okay.
So being young, I learned a lot, especially from La, because La was like he was like the first dude I ever played against, and we played like Rob used to have practices at Elmcore.
Yeah.
And I remember like, he was the first person that I played against that really was like talking shit. Like, I never experienced that. Like obviously I was young, so kids my age wasn't really talking like that.
Right.
But he was talking, it was loud, and he was backing up what he was saying. So
right.
From then on, like just in like amongst the NYC finest people, my goal was like to like get him and Derek Williams approval, because they was in top dogs at that time.
Allah said he love you.
That's my boy, man. I call him, if you really know him, that's Ice to me.
That's Ice. Yeah. Okay. All right. With that said, man, we're gonna get into the history of you. You know what I'm saying? What was your ultimate goal in as far as your career went or goes? Like what was the ultimate goal?
From what part though?
From like what was when you decided to pick up a basketball, like what was the end goal? What did you say like you wanted to
get to college?
Okay.
Yeah. In my crib, my pops always talk about black man with an education.
Yes.
Going to school for free.
Yes.
So that was like the main thing, the main goal the whole time.
Shout out to your pops, man. Where all right, so let's talk a little bit about where your story began. So when did your basketball story start? The very beginning.
It started at Christ the King basketball camp.
Okay.
So I used to live in Brooklyn, and in the summertime, CK had a camp like towards the end of the summer. So that was like the only organized thing I played in. And then from there, we moved to Queens, and I played in this league called Impact.
Yeah, Impact. Yeah.
I came up through there. So
wow.
I played Impact when I was 7.
Nice.
And to the point where my dad ended up having his own select team through Impact. So I played from 7 to like probably like 7 to 10 or 11.
Yeah.
And then Malik played with us too, Malik Booth. And then Malik went to the Panthers and we followed suit. So I played with Cat for probably like 2 or 3 years.
Okay. Okay. Shout out to Malik too, man. I gotta get Malik up here too. Junkyard just tapped in, man.
That's my boy. Yeah, that's the reason I played in Miami because of him.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right. So who introduced you to the sport? I mean, I know you say you started at a young age of 7, but how'd you get introduced to it?
My pops, my brother. My brother he was like not like he didn't play much organized, but basketball was like his favorite sport. So he the one that kind of had me in the park trying to teach me stuff all the time.
Gotcha.
And my dad was the one that like really played. He played in college. He played in the Navy.
Nice.
And I was just around it, just being around him too.
Okay. Let's talk about your the schools that you attended, elementary through high school.
I went to 195 in Rosedale.
Okay.
And then from there I went to 231.
Okay.
And then from 231 I went to Holy Cross for a year. I kicked out, and then I went to Springfield.
Kicked out? Like, how do you get kicked out of Holy Cross?
I mean, if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, it's a very no tolerance kind of school.
Got it.
At that time, freshman year, my older brother just got killed the year before.
I'm sorry,
like right before I went to high school. Yeah. So not using that as an excuse, but as far as like having some type of mental focus, I ain't have none.
Got you.
I was following. My brother was like the one that kind of steered me in the right direction all the time.
Yeah.
Because he lived the life he didn't want me to live.
Got you.
So when he passed away, like just from like an older peer, I ain't have that kind of guidance, and I was seeking it from everywhere else. Other than my dad. You know what I mean? Because my dad worked a lot. So
okay. I
was following the wrong people at that time.
So from there you go to Springfield.
Hell yeah.
All right, let's talk about Springfield. You go there as a sophomore.
Yep.
And you play immediately, or how did that go?
Yeah, I played immediately. Yep. Okay. I spent the whole that whole summer after I got kicked out at summer school trying to get myself together, taking extra classes. Even when I got there, I had to take like Saturday classes just to get up credit wise, and then I played sophomore year. I played 3 years. Yep.
Okay. Somebody wrote in the comments the other day that, and this is a fact, that there was a line like around the block to get inside of the school. If you didn't get to Springfield at a certain time, you wasn't allowed to come in. I wasn't able to attend any of your games as a senior because I never was able to get there on time.
Oh, I wouldn't know. I don't know. So they saying senior year was packed.
They saying that it used to be packed, like lines around the block to get in there to see you play.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I mean, if it was, they was packed though. We started winning. We started playing real well my junior year. We made the playoffs for the first time in 17 years, and then our games was filling up, and then we carried that momentum into senior year. And plus, I started I'm not gonna say I was making noise around the city, but I was playing a lot of places.
Nah, you was making noise around the city. You're a humble guy, man. So
but you know why I say that? Because I feel like when I was younger, the dudes that really had a name is when you walked in ISA and you could hear chatter about, you know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
I never felt like when I walked in ISA I got that. So that's why I always say what I say. You know
I understand. Okay, I get it. I respect it. How important would you say that youth sports was? How important you think it is now, and for you growing up? How you feel like it was important to you, youth sports?
I think youth sports was important to me at that time, just because, I mean, obviously in the moment you think you're just playing, but as you grow older, you kind of developing habits that you need to just get to the next level. Whether it's, I remember I played biddies up until you playing 15 and under, fundamentals, practice, the importance of practice.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I was fortunate enough to have my dad who been through this, so kind of helped me learn how to navigate and give me different goals at each step. So it's important, because if you want to be a professional at anything, you got to learn the work ethic part. And I think being young and playing for Cat, how hard we used to practice, that was something that I needed, just because when I got to other levels, I was like, damn, you know what I mean? I kind of did this before.
Yeah, you was kind of somewhat prepared.
I was prepared, yeah.
All right, that's dope. That's dope. That's dope. Did you have like a trainer? I mean, like a personal trainer, or you? I know you said your dad helped you out a lot, but did you ever have like anybody other than dad who worked with you one-on-one and stuff like that to help develop? So this is all you. This is all you.
I never had never had a trainer, but like when I was younger, we had like all the teams I played for, we had practice. Like Rob had group practices at Elmcore where all his teams, all of the teams was together.
Okay.
One big practice.
Okay.
And then I also grew up like playing, you know, like 3-on-3, 2-on-2 in the park.
Gotcha.
Like getting better like that. I never had I never had a trainer until I got to college.
Gotcha.
I never had somebody that was coming to the gym and really showing me everything I needed to know.
Understood. So you had a great high school career. I mean, around probably your junior year, you started getting offers and stuff like that.
Nope.
No offers. Senior year?
Yep.
All right, so your senior year, you started getting offers. You want to talk about that a little bit? Like who was reaching out to you and wanting you to come to this school?
I mean, it was frustrating for me, honestly. Just like I said, like I feel like when in New York, when you that guy, like everybody know. And I feel like I played consistently well against the guys.
Yes.
And I didn't get no schools my junior year.
Okay.
And I played AAU at that time for the Broncos. I was traveling every weekend. I was playing in front of teams, but I never got that. I wasn't getting letters from D1s. I didn't have a box of letters from a bunch of schools. So going into my senior year, we played against St. Ray's in this Big Apple basketball tournament.
Yeah, Jay Curry, Jay.
Yep, Jason Curry. That's my guy.
Jason Curry.
And I played real well. And then like that Monday was when I started getting offers. Like we played Saturday. I played real well. We lost by 4.
Yeah.
And then that Monday.
Just that quick.
Yep.
Okay.
Hofstra, Maris, Iona. And then like I want to see my pops, he say St. John's. He added St. John's to the list because I spoke to Norm probably once a week for like a month.
Okay.
But it was never like an offer. They wanted me to go to prep school for a year and then
okay. Got you.
But it wasn't no official offer on the table. So.
Understood. All right. Okay. So what made you decide on going to the school that you selected? Like what was the thing that made you say, I'm going here?
It was a lot of situation. They offered me a 5-year scholarship because I was 17 when I graduated. So they were like, we got 3 guards that lead the country in minutes. And if you redshirt the next year, you'll walk into a starting spot.
Wow.
And also my mom's got real sick my senior year. So Hofstra made more sense because it's 20 minutes from where I live. So
exactly.
It all worked like that. It was like a no-brainer. Like I didn't even, just the offer, the conversation, I was sold and I didn't take no visit, nothing.
Okay.
I got like 2 tickets to a game. They came to see me at school. I committed probably the next week. It was that fast.
All right, cool. I want to go backwards for a second. In your high school, what kind of student was you in high school? Like, would you say you was you honor roll? Was you just below it, like, or just getting through type of thing?
Nah, I definitely wasn't just getting through.
Okay.
Getting kicked out of school because of my academics was embarrassing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not cool.
No.
It wasn't cool at all. So from then on, I was locked in on the books.
Okay.
So
That's what's up, man. So real quick, man, just let the young boys, because they all tune in. Like all my young boys, they watching. Just let them know.
Come to your camp.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna bring you through
later.
Right. All right. Say no more. All right. So let's talk about your college career. 5-year scholarship, redshirt the first year.
Yep.
Walk right into a starting spot and go right to work.
Yep.
I'm seeing, I'm doing my going through, you know what I mean, and I'm just looking at like how well you was performing. You know what I'm saying, like, just talk about that. Like, what was the process of preparing for that? You know what I mean, because you went in there like ready.
I had a full year. I had a full year to prepare, to learn, to watch film, to make a lot of mistakes in practice.
Okay.
And they put me with a grad assistant who, Tom Feminella, that's my guy, who was like a super basketball junkie.
Okay.
And he was able to dissect my game like down to like everything I can't do.
Okay.
So if you want to play at this level, or do you want to play well at this level, you can stay like this, or you can work on this. So
Wow.
we had like the entire year
Okay.
to do it. And a lot of it came, like, it took time. It was frustrating, man. Like, I'm honest to God, but when I got there from Springfield, and everybody knows Springfield's not like a basketball school.
Right.
So like when I got there, it was a lot of stuff I didn't know. I didn't know how to make reads on the court. I didn't even know it was a thing.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't know when somebody go under on a screen that you're supposed to pop out and shoot.
Right.
I didn't know when somebody trail, you're supposed to attack the basket. I didn't know none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I couldn't shoot at all. So just that time and being able to take that kind of criticism and accept it without feeling sensitive. Like, yo, what you mean I can't do that?
Right.
Listening, okay, I can't. So how can I learn how to do it? And I had a year of that. Learning how to shoot, learning how to step into a jumper, learning how to read screens, knowing my teammate personnel.
Yeah.
How can I use my guys on the floor to be better? How can I create better shots for myself, higher efficient shots? I learned all of that like that year.
Wow.
And it was a lot. It took a lot.
Yeah,
that's why I said I never played anything else after Almighty, because I spent so much time like scrapping everything I've learned and trying to like be this, because I was told that if I can help. So,
got you. And you did it.
Yep.
And you did it well, man. Like, let's talk about some of the achievements.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that you achieved
in college. I got everything.
Yeah. Tell them.
I got everything.
Tell them what everything is.
Rookie of the year. I got Met Rookie of the Year. I got Haggerty. That's Metropolitan Player of the Year. I got 3 of those. Conference Player of the Year. I got 2. All-American.
That's a lot, man. It's a lot. Like, me, and you're so humble with it. It's like,
yeah, I got everything.
Nah, but you did, man. And that's so fire to me. That's why I introduced you as one of the best basketball players in the world. It's a fact. Now, I mean, like the accolades and the achievements, it says it all.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you have a successful, a terrific college career. And your next step, what's the next step?
The next step is my junior year. We had a game at the Garden, and my agent is sitting in front of my brother-in-law.
Okay.
My agent wasn't my agent at that time, and he turned around and he just randomly asked my brother-in-law, "Do you know who his family is?" My brother-in-law is like, "Well, I'm his brother-in-law. That's his father right there." Right. So from there on, conversations started to happen about his vision and what he think. Okay. And the agency as a whole had a lot of NBA players at that time.
Right.
So from there, the mind was like, after my, like, going into the summer after my junior year, the mindset was like, what I need to do to get to the league.
Okay.
And Hofstra just did a really good job at putting me where I needed to be. Okay. So that summer, I played against Wally Zerbiak and played real well. And a guy, Jason Hernandez, who's coach of the Brooklyn Nets right now, went to Hofstra, was on his team. So from there, he texted the coach and said he need me at his gym on Saturdays. So I got to his gym the first time. And as hard as I trained, like in college, he was a NBA trainer. So then I learned that I'm not doing enough.
Got it.
Like, I'm really not.
Wow.
So as tired as I am from what I'm doing,
yeah,
it's another level.
It's a whole nother level. Got it.
Exhausted after that. You
Okay.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I learned that. And then he started putting me around good people. So that summer I trained a lot with Ben Gordon. Me and Ben Gordon got after it a lot. Raja Bell, Royal Ivy, Speedy Claxton.
Yeah.
So I had like those 4 people in my corner.
Okay.
That was giving out sound advice of what I needed to do, what it take to get here. things I need to work on. And then there's like another summer, like a student, you know what I mean? I just took into consideration, try to watch players that kind of resemble what I'm trying to do.
Right.
Also work on improving my shot. Trying to do better than I did the year before, team success wise and individually. And then it was time, like, you know, like once the season was over my senior year, I already been talking to my agent.
Okay.
So picking my agent was the easiest part.
Okay.
That was easy.
Yeah,
I already knew where I was going.
Right.
And then it was just setting up a schedule after school. All right, we got 2 months till draft. We got the draft combine where you go sit with teams, and we're gonna isolate you from all your friends, everybody. We need you to lock in for these 2 months, and then the process started.
Got it. Okay. And all right, so 2 months of that.
It was but it was like I'm probably making it sound like it's nothing, but it was insane.
That's why I want you to.
It was insane. So he got me an apartment in Glen Cove, and the training facility that I worked out in was at this guy's house. He had a gym, full court gym in his house in Long Island. So I had to wake up. I met with a nutritionist, and then a strength coach, and then I had the trainer. So every day I woke up at 7, ate breakfast, got to the gym, worked out from, let's say, 8:30 to 10:30 or so.
Yeah.
Grab a quick recovery bite and then head to the weight room. So I'll be in the weight room from, like, let's say 11:45 to like 2, doing strength and conditioning, running, lifting.
Yeah.
And then after, just because I finished lifting, I would go shoot spot shots for an hour just to get the lactic acid from, you know, when you lift and you feel it mad tight.
Yeah.
So I did that every day. Came home, I had to have my last meal by 7. I had to be in bed every day at 9:30. I did that for 2 months. No friends.
2 months. So you're talking
no parents.
60 days.
Nobody. Just completely isolated from everybody.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. And that was one of the questions. I wanted you to explain how hard you had to work to get in the position that you were in. I mean,
yeah, I mean, it's tough. It was tough, bro. It was extremely tough. It's I think one of the things I really like admire about myself when I like look back at it is just the amount of discipline I displayed for that time.
Right.
Because getting out of school, just living in New York, the amount of distractions you got, friends, family, like completely cutting everybody off for that. And then training to exhaustion, like that's a real thing. Like training to when your mind is saying, nah, and when you got to tell your mind, I got to keep going. Like that's different.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's
like,
different. And
you know, when you feel that little pain in your back and that pain is saying in your head, yo, stop.
Right.
But you can't. Because in your mind, you know, it's a million people that play basketball that's trying to get to this next level.
Right.
And you just one of the million. You know what I mean?
Right.
So now you're thinking, is he stopping? He not stopping. He playing. He's still working hard.
Right.
And then you get other places and you meet people throughout my career, my thing was I'm waking up at 5 to work out. And then you go somewhere and you meet a nigga that wake up at 4.
Wow.
You just woke up. He been up.
Yeah, he been up. He already an hour in. So you late.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And this is 5 a.m.
Exactly.
Wow. All right. So 2 years of 2 years, 2 months of extremely hard work.
Yep.
And you explained and you elaborated so great. Now what's next?
Next is so you got the draft combine where it's kind of like, well, it's just all the NBA teams in one gym. It's everybody.
Yeah.
It's the whole front office, every team. It's a bunch of notepads. You remember how Tom Kachowski used to walk around?
Yeah.
Like imagine 50 of them.
50 of them, yeah.
It's an entire gym,
right.
Breaking up into groups. And then you showing what you got.
Gotcha.
And then from there, you meeting with each team that got interest in you. So you go in a room, it'll be the GM, head coach, assistant GM, manager. It'll be one chair. You walk in there and then they just asking you a bunch of questions about your life.
Gotcha.
Now the crazy thing is they already been watching you your entire life. Any type of research that they can do on you, they already did it. They know.
Yeah, I hear that.
So they calling your high school coach, they calling AAU coaches, they calling everybody to know what kind of person you are, and they just waiting to see if you're gonna lie in front of their face.
Got you. So they already have the
They
answers
already
to
know
the questions
what you
they're
gonna
asking.
say. Yeah, tell us
Right.
about yourself.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you did that for 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Did some medical testing, and then from there I went to a group workout in Minnesota. And then it started then it was like Minnesota. It was Chicago. It was I worked out for 13 teams, so it was like group workouts for every team for the next like month and a half.
Okay.
And then even I worked out for the Pistons the night before the draft.
Wow.
So it was like that.
Wow.
And my agent did good. My agent did like a tremendous job of like getting me super prepared. Like every interview I had, he faxed me the team, the roster, what positions they had available, what picks they had. So I was super prepared in everything I went to. But it was tough. It was get home, try to get in a little workout, like a light workout, but still something just to keep your wind up.
Yeah.
Flight. Okay, you in Indiana. All right, from Indiana you might go to Chicago. Then you come home for 2 days. Go to Detroit. Go to Houston. It was like that.
Right. A lot of moving around, in a short period of time. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So let's move up to draft day.
Draft day, yep.
Yeah.
Draft day was frustrating. It was overwhelming. It was everything that you think of. So I kind of had an idea I wasn't going lottery. I honestly thought I was going early second to Detroit. At that time, a lot of people was buying, the mock drafts.
Yeah.
So wherever they saw my name, like I couldn't run from it. Like people were calling me all the time, like, "Yo, I heard you going here," blah blah blah. But that in reality ain't the same.
Totally.
And plus, I know, you know what I mean. So
right.
It was frustrating. So a lot. We got a hotel room in at the W, and it was my mom, my sister, Nat.
Shout out to my dog,
my brother. Nat. It was a lot of us in there, and we left. My parents was there already. I knew I wasn't going lottery, so I jumped in the car to go to the city like around 16.
Okay.
They just called Shump. I think the Knicks called Shump at 16 or 17.
Okay.
And then I got in the car, started making my way up. So the whole time driving, I don't think I'm going. Plus, I know like I'm older, so the older players always went later.
Got it.
You know what I mean?
Got
so
it.
I'm driving. I'm kind of like calm, and then once I got to the city, probably like 23rd pick. I think Nolan Smith just got called. And then it started, you know what I mean? Then the jitter started, you know what I mean? Every pick or somebody I got at in the draft went before me. And then like once it got to like the 40s, it was a bunch of teams I never worked out for. So when I saw the Lakers, I was like, I never worked out for the Lakers.
Right.
A lot of teams I didn't work out for. So then my agent and I were texting back and forth, but it was like a tough room to kind of like really express my emotions because my mom is there and she's like impatient.
Right.
My sister is there the same.
Right.
My dad is. Nat is mad as hell because he think I'm better than everybody. You know what I'm saying? My brother
felt that way, yeah.
And then I'm trying to like not show how I'm really feeling because it's gonna make them uneasy.
Got it.
And I'm also trying to like be upset too. You know what I mean? So It's kind of like I'm sitting there like trying to calm everybody down, but I'm really like I'm blown. You know what I mean? My agent is texting me like, nope, not this team, da. So now I'm kind of going back and forth with him like, are you a liar? Like, I didn't get called yet.
Right.
You told me this day was going to come,
right.
blah, blah. And then, like 2 picks later, he called me. Like, yo, the Warriors about to take you at 44. And then the shit just changed, bro. Like, like life changed, bro. Like, I can't, like, I could say it to you, and it still won't be how it changed.
Got it.
And that's the scariest part. That's one of the things I wish, like, I was really prepared for.
Okay.
Like, if we talk about regret, I wish I was prepared for that kind of change.
Got you. All right. So you're drafted to the Warriors now. What's that process like? I mean, like the very beginning of it, before you get in the gym, like what's going on?
Oh, I mean, I flew there. We did like a press conference. photo shoot, and then the NBA lockout started. So the photo shoot and press conference was like early July, and we did one group workout, me and Clay and my man Jeremy Tyler, and then the lockout started. And the lockout started from July to December.
Right.
So it was like, yeah, I got drafted, but now
It's crazy.
nothing's happening.
Nothing's happening. Right.
So just spent those times training,
Okay.
and to be honest, just like being super distracted.
Okay. A lot of distractions. I mean, you're in the you're in the NBA. I mean, you're a professional athlete. I'm sure there's a lot of distractions. I mean, you want to elaborate on some of the distractions, or we just gonna get into?
I'm gonna just say, people that I didn't know knew me.
I already know.
And I'm not just talking about like the opposite sex. I'm
Nah.
talking about,
I mean, I already
you
know
know
people
like,
out of nowhere.
yeah.
You have relatives that.
Yeah. I met my godmother after I got drafted. It's a real thing.
Nah,
I had no idea I had a godmother.
See, but everybody comes out the woodworks. The cousins, the
cousins,
the friends that you was in pre-K with. They got you in a story now.
Yes.
This is my bro.
And you know, like this is why I say I wasn't prepared for it, because like, to be honest, like how I feel about my how I feel about my upbringing, I wasn't like a dude that was outside and like mad popular. Like you wasn't gonna run into me in spots. That wasn't happening.
Right.
You know what I mean? But there was a lot of dudes like at that time that I really like I really looked up to, like dudes my age that was going out, had all the girls, popping bottles and stuff. Like it changed. Like they was calling me like, damn, somebody y'all look up to was want to chill with me, and I'm, you know what I mean? And at that time, I'm not even thinking of it like,
right.
It's because of this. I'm just soaking it all in.
Right. Got you. I understand. All right. So let's fast forward a little bit. You're actually playing now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's talk about your first game. Your first game that you playing.
Christmas against the Clippers, y'all.
Clippers against the Clippers. Like, what was that like? I mean,
it was scrub minutes. It was the end of the game.
Okay.
But it was the fastest 2 minutes, but it was like the best. It was quick, yeah.
Right.
The Clippers on Christmas. So that when the lockout ended, drop everything, get out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to go to training camp. Get to training camp. My deal was non-guaranteed, so I still had to make the team.
Okay.
So I had to make the best impression on everybody for the first 2 weeks through games and practice. So I had no idea that I made the team until they brought somebody from the front office down. And he was like, yo, I got to take you to find an apartment. And I'm like, yo, bro, why are you taking me to find an apartment? I made the team.
Right.
He's like, they didn't tell you? Like, nah. So then from there, like just that like nervous feeling that I had, it went away, and then it was on. Like it happened.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Time. Everything you've ever worked for is right in front of you. Now what?
Right. So what's next? I mean, like you're actually in the league, you're playing, you're on the team now. Mm-hmm. So what's happening next?
Just trying to learn, and like,
who you learning from? Like who's your like, what is it like? What was the coaching staff like?
Oh, the coaching staff, Mark Jackson's first year as a coach, so he was super cool.
Queens guy. So how
we
dope is that?
Had the connection. He used to always bring up stuff or speak the way we speak.
Right.
Pete Myers, Mike Malone, who's the coach of the Nuggets, my man Darren Ehrman, who's a assistant coach for the Knicks. Like we had a good coaching group. And then
what are practices like?
Practice is not what I thought. Training camp is hard. Practice, because of how many games and how quick the games are, practice is like a little under an hour. Okay. And the rest of it is you working on your individual game.
Got it. Okay.
And then you gotta go. Like you're on the road.
Yeah, you're on the move constantly.
So that, and then you kind of learn like the other part of it. So like starting over. Everybody in this locker room did something that you did, or they did it more. You might be sitting next to a national championship.
Right.
he got AP All-American 3 years in a row.
Right.
So whatever you did in college, nobody in that locker room is impressed with.
Right.
You can't bring that resume in there.
Got you.
And then you got to start over, bro. You got to earn minutes. You got to go.
Right.
You might go a month and you don't play.
Wow.
What you gonna do?
Yeah.
How it feel when you get that text from your friends, yo, why you not playing?
Right.
You gonna lie?
Right. Yeah.
You gonna tell them, yeah, I'll be busting everybody ass in practice. I don't know why I'm playing. Nah, bro. You got to be real with somebody.
You have to. You know what I mean? Yeah. And you always been like from what I know, like super honest. I mean, so I can only see you responding that way.
Yeah, like it's not lit for me right now.
Or not responding at all, like because you leaving people in red.
Yeah. Oh, red. Yeah, for sure. Because sometimes those texts came at like the times I'm at my lowest. Like,
right, you don't.
That's the thing. Like, that's why, like, when you hit me, I gave you my number, just because, like, I feel like the social media era we in, everybody is doing the best.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and I like to be whoever I really deal with. Like,
yeah,
you got my number.
Right,
grounded.
Be directed. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's a fact.
So, like, at that time, to be honest, my 2 years in the league was like, I wasn't super happy.
Okay.
It was like some of the most like stressful times I've experienced.
Gotcha.
From a standpoint where you don't know when you're gonna play,
and
when you do play, if you play good, when you're gonna play again.
Right.
If you bad, are you ever gonna play again?
Right.
It was expectations from other people, entitlement, people asking for money. Can you help me? Remember when I helped you when we was 14? And I broke half of that bacon, egg, and cheese off for you.
This is crazy,
you send
bro.
Me $50.
And they dead serious with this shit, right? And you like, $50? What? It's, you know, terrible, bro.
And there's somebody you looking at like, what?
Like, are you serious?
Yeah. And then you like that was, bro. I'm telling you, like that was like a part of my life where like the basketball part I was prepared for, but that part I had no idea that was a real thing.
Like, and nobody can even tell you to prepare for something like that. You gotta experience it.
And even if you are prepared, some of the messages that people you get them from, you just looking at it like, yo, no way. And then you notice a pattern. The pattern is, all right, I ask you for this, I give it to you, then I'm disappear. I'm not gonna hear from you again until I need it again.
Right. That's terrible.
True story, bro. I had somebody ask me for money the day before my birthday. Had no idea it was my birthday the next day.
That's terrible.
And you know what I did? Real shit. I didn't respond until the next day. I wanted to see if you was gonna text me happy birthday.
Say happy birthday.
No fucking way.
Wow.
That's what I had to do.
That's crazy.
It's the realest shit ever, bro.
That's terrible, man. I'm sorry you had to deal with that, man.
It happened. No, but that's like for the kids that's gonna like reach a level of success. Unfortunately, this comes with it. This is the part where you're not prepared.
Right.
This is why a lot of players have new phone numbers all the time.
Yeah, makes sense.
For me, I wanted to be so authentic. Let me keep the same number I had. My whole college life.
Nah, should have changed that number, man. Change that number, man. That's crazy. Wow. All right. So you finish your
first year. Yep.
Your first year.
Mm-hmm.
What happens your second?
Second year I got traded to Philly.
To Philly. Okay. Yep. And what was that like?
It was probably the most depressed I was as a player.
Wow. And
because I spent the full year in the Bay proving myself.
Right.
Everybody knew what I can do, who I was.
This is Steph. Yeah,
this is Steph. Had a great relationship with Steph. Worked out with Steph that summer.
Mm-hmm.
They flew me to point guard camp in Vegas. I had some like goals I had to set reach to prove to them as far as like playing well in summer league, leading all of the new rookies that we had at the time. So they knew who I was, you know what I mean? And then when you get traded halfway through the season to a brand new team, and I got traded for like one of those like cash shits, those I didn't get traded for nobody. It was like one of those luxury tax things that they have.
Yeah.
And you get to Philly and nobody gives a fuck who you are. So now I'm not playing again. I don't play that my first month there. I don't play.
The whole
first second. And I'm in Philly. So Philly is what? 3 hours from New York?
3 hours from home.
So what you think happened?
How often were you home?
Bro, I was on Linden all the time.
You on Linden and
My
you
barber was on Linden. I used to go to my barber shop, be chilling.
Right.
Good shit.
Wow.
Workout. Like this is the thing. Like this is like the mental part, like that people don't know. Like when you playing in the league and like you not playing and you got that like you just feel like you don't know what's gonna happen, something you can't control.
Yeah.
It's a tough feeling, bro. Like some like being able to stay when you hear people say stay ready,
Yeah.
and it's a whole nother thing in the NBA if you hear that.
Got it.
Because you really don't know when that day's coming.
Gotcha.
Even my rookie year, bro, I didn't play for probably like a month and a half. The morning the morning of our game, we played in SAC. As shoot around, Coach Jackson came up to me. He said, "Yo, we're gonna send you down to the G League. We're not demoting you. We just don't have a chance for you to play.
Okay.
So you're gonna go down, and then when we feel you ready, we're gonna bring you back up, right?"
Got it.
So after this game, you're gonna drive down to Santa Cruz and play for the Warriors G League team. So I'm like, all right, bet. Get to the game. They trade Monte Ellis and Epe Udo to Milwaukee. So now it's a spot. And now I end up playing that entire game, and I never went down to the G League.
Wow.
So the day it's really about to be over that day.
The day you about to leave for G League is the day that you're playing.
Exactly.
Crazy.
Like, you know what I mean? You just don't know.
Yeah, you don't
what's gonna
know.
happen.
But you was ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what they mean by stay ready. That's crazy. All right. So what's after Philly, man?
After Philly is probably the toughest decision I had to make because I spent the whole time working out, getting ready for maybe training camps because my contract was up, and I knew when I left Philly I wasn't going back there because I was on a 2-year deal, and it was a decision of maybe wanting to go to training camp and fight for a spot or try to go overseas. And when I really tell you, bro, like I'm not even lying, bro, like really depressed in Philly, like I was messed up mentally. Yeah. So like what I wanted to do was just try something brand new. Okay. And after like some talks with my agent and telling him that I wasn't afraid to go over there, decided to go overseas.
Man, and you went over there and cleaned up.
Yep.
Crazy. I was looking at like everything you cleaned up for like a good 10 years, yep. 10 years straight. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. That's that right there in itself, man. That's why in my opinion still you're one of the best in the world, man. You know what I mean? Like for a fact. You want to talk about some of the achievements over there?
I only got I got one finals MVP, but I won 10 championships. Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anyone else who's won 10 straight.
Yeah, 10.
You know what I mean? And you say you're coming up on your final year. This is it. You got one more in you?
No more. No, I don't think I have any more. I didn't officially like Instagram retire.
Yeah.
It's coming. Yeah. It's coming for sure.
Okay. All right, cool. Say no more, man. Let's talk about Ajax Park a little bit.
That's what I was waiting for. Yeah, that's what I want to talk about.
Let's talk about it, man. I mean, like your most memorable moment as a player and as a spectator.
Ooh, I caught a body in Ajax Park.
Yes, you did.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I did. I don't even dunk no more. But yeah,
you definitely did.
This is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you said Junkyard tapped in, right?
Yeah.
Me and Junkyard went to school together. So we was mad cool in high school. We still cool to this day. Yeah. But like in school one time, he like, yo, bro, I need you to come play in Ajax. Yeah. And I played in Ajax with Rob. I played like younger.
Right.
I played, you know what I mean? So, and that's when they was calling the primetime Sundays. Yeah. The 5 o'clock game. So
right.
I came down. Then I saw the team. I played for Proud and Powerful. Yeah. My son Lance was the coach.
Yeah.
And it was me, Junkyard, Derek, La, Jannar, Vern. I think Marcus Cox played with us. We had a cool team.
Yeah, team was stocked. Team was good. Yeah,
we young but like cool.
Yeah,
and like I don't know. Like I'm not from like. I mean, there's parts of Rosedale that's hood, but I ain't grow up in the hood like that. You know what I mean? But like, it was something about being an Ajax. Like I felt like I was somebody I wasn't. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't wait to get there on Sunday.
Yeah.
Word. And then I was at that time. I kind of like I came into my own. So like when I would get to the park, like Lionel would be like, "Yo, like it's on." And this is somebody I look up to. Like
Right.
Lionel was like I always tell him that like he mean more to me than he knows.
He knows, yeah.
Just because there was one time him and Derek, we went to Albany with Rob, and it was like we had some downtime and we was all in the room like chilling. It's a picture too, like we in the room playing video games and shit. And I remember he was like, he had like a deck of cards and he like start flipping the cards and we start knocking out push-ups like crazy.
Yeah.
And then that was like my way of like feeling comfortable around him, because at that time, like shit, I used to be uncomfortable around him because when I played against him the first time, he was talking shit. Like,
right.
Like, bro, these is kids. Get these kids out of here. I'm grown. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
so like
like
coming into my own and being accepted by him and Derek like around that time and being on their team, like I was happy as hell. And plus I was like I was really on the court with them. You know what I mean? I wasn't
that
like,
was dope. Yeah.
So that was like that's like my favorite time, because that was right before I got to college too. So like what I did out there, it gave me enough confidence like going into school. Like, all right, I could probably, you know what I mean?
And he was going crazy.
My favorite time was that was that team on PNP. And favorite memory at Ajax was shit, the 2-on-2, the most legendary 2-on-2 ever.
Yeah, we talked about that when Dion was up here.
That was a legendary 2-on-2. I was there for that.
They drove the cars inside
on
the park.
Yeah.
That was dope. That was dope. Yeah, that was legendary stuff right there, man.
I'm mad my guys lost, but I was there.
But it was good though. It was good for the hood. Now I mean, like it was great. And I mean the four best guards.
Players, Cliffy, Dion,
going at it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was important, man. I wish we filmed that. Yeah. I mean, I wish like I just
remember like where I was standing. If they was on the left side, I couldn't see them.
Yeah, because it was
that's
too
how many
dark.
people was there,
and it was packed.
Yeah. Even when it started, it was like it was.
Yeah, that was legendary. Yeah. We have zero footage, bro.
Nothing.
That's
the word of mouth. You could say anything.
Yeah.
I could leave here and say
they wouldn't understand or get it. You know what I'm saying? You got to give me your top 5 hoopers. I mean, from I want to say guys that you believe were the top 5 in your era or before.
In my class?
Yeah.
In my class, in Queens or
Queens.
Malik Booth.
Shout out to Malik.
Sean Crawford.
Tough.
Who else was? Vic Morris. You know,
Vic Morris is tough.
Vic Morris. Shit, it's a lot. Chris Martin. You know Chris Martin?
Yeah, shout out to Chris, man. Chris Martin is definitely one of them guys.
And then I could go like a little like older, of course, La and Derek, but like Ray Arnold.
Yes. Tough.
Ray Arnold, Calvin Roden, Jannard with the braids, not party Jannard, but
Jannard with the braids.
Jannard the only big man we ever had in the city.
That's like, crazy.
What other big man came from like this area? Big. Kyle O'Quinn, but Kyle younger.
Yeah, nah, you're right.
Right.
Yeah, that was him. He had it.
That's why when I name all guards, but like Jannard with them, say Jannard with the braids, Jannard with the cut. That's a different Jannard right now.
Jannard with the braids is that guy, man. That's
Byrne,
a fact.
Marcus Cox. Berger, you remember Berger?
Yeah, Berger was tough too, man. Big body.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Queens, man. Yeah, I could say that. Tiny used to be nice too. Tiny rap. Huh?
Yeah.
Shakani.
Yeah. It's a fact.
He used to be nasty.
Nah, he was dead nice. That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact, man. What advice would you give to a parent of a student athlete that is on their journey?
A parent of allow your kid to be coached.
Okay.
For sure. Just from being around just like high school this year and a little bit of AAU, I see there's a lot of parents that are, of course, it's coming from a great place that you're trying to control what's happening with your kid, whether it's trying to get them more playing time, arguments with the coach, things like that.
Referees. Yeah.
You are a representation of your kid. Same time, if your kid is gonna go to the next level, that's not flying in college. Not at all. At the next level, there's no way that's flying. So, of course, you can go now. You can go other places when you're not happy, but in the situation you're in, you got to try to make the best of it, because if you want your kid to be a pro, the pro level is full of days you can't control.
Yeah, that's great. Now, what advice you giving to the actual student athlete?
I mean, say if this sport is what you want to do, you got to put the 10,000 hours in.
Gotta put
maybe
it in.
More than that.
Mm-hmm.
Even on them days when you don't want to, you got to learn how to fight through that. I remember like the first time I walked into the gym, my first day of preparing for the draft, it was a message on the board that says, get comfortable being uncomfortable.
Man, powerful stuff, man. I hope they paying close attention to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I'm accessible though, like to the youth.
Go.
I don't. That's why, like I say, I'm humble. Like I don't walk around thinking I'm better than the next person because I would have did.
Yeah.
As a professional, you know what I mean? I'm just like anybody else. So that's why I get around the high school kids now, just because, not that I'm just living in my past. I'm also trying to help you, because I was there before.
Right.
I was unranked before.
Exactly. So
I didn't have no schools before.
Mm-hmm.
Just my whole life happened overnight. I had a good game in high school and got a scholarship 2 days later.
Right. Okay. All right. I always ask this to close out. We have a lot of people is tapping in these days.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people is paying attention. They listening. So I would just ask that you give some motivational words, something that could be used or understood from a young person to an adult that can help them, move forward.
Live in the present. Get out your own mind, and opinions aren't facts. I feel like today, because of social media world, a lot of people live their lives based on what others think. So that's an opinion. It's not a fact.
Yeah, this is true. This is true, man. Is there anything that you may want to get off your chest or say?
Yeah.
You got any questions for me?
Yeah, I want to know why was there a Hood Squad Brooklyn coming to Queens? That's what I want to know. Why was you getting in that? Because not my man, that's my brother. But I want to know why you was getting in the van and driving to Brooklyn to go get 5 niggas from Brooklyn to bring them to Queens. That's what I want to know. What was that?
All right. So to answer your question, the short version is my Big Shy, my dad. They moved the tournament to Gersh.
I know. I played in the Gersh tournament.
Right. So we went out there and we cleaned up, and all of my kids aged out. And I met Cal in the process. Yeah. So I was bringing Cal to Queens to play with our Queens team. And then Cal one day suggested.
Who was on your Queens team?
OE. Ryan from Lincoln Park. Gunner. Yeah.
Gunner. Wow. Gunner was a big two.
Gordon McKenzie, okay. Michael Johnson.
Yeah, Gunner. Oh, yeah.
Pop, 1-4-2.
All right. So why wasn't that enough? Why you had to go to?
Because I wanted 2 teams. My goal was to have those teams compete against each other in the chip.
In the chip. Oh.
That was my goal.
You know why it's crazy? Because I never saw the Queens team. I think Gunner played with us in Ajax. So Proud and Powerful. I think he played with us. I think he was on that team with us.
He did, but this is like high school though.
Yo, okay.
This is before the men's, before we started.
Oh, and my man
league.
Keith played for you too.
Yes.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
He's the only one from Queens that played.
Nah.
And I used to go to his game, be looking like, because Corey, his brother.
Yeah.
Corey's my man. So
yeah,
Corey's the one. Weeks. Corey's the one that told me that you from Queens. And I used to play. Remember the winter tournament? I used to play in the one in Gersh,
right,
in the gym.
I remember that.
So I used to see you and think like, okay, But then when like we got the Ajax and I would see you coaching, and I'm like, Corey, like, you know you from, and I'm like, so why
And
did
then
you get?
and another thing is during that time, crazy. My sister, she moved to Boulevard up the street from Gersh, and I stayed with her.
Oh, but everybody on your team, I'm still cool with Reem.
Yeah,
Kyle,
Reem is my dog. Yeah.
Tola, Nat, Keith. But I was always like, that's why when you text me, I'm like, yo, bro, I got one question before. Like,
that's mad funny, yo. Yo. Nah, but that's how that played out, man. But yo, listen, man, I want to say thank you for coming on the show. I appreciate you. The work that you put in, the representation of your family, what you did for Queens, what you did for our city. We appreciate it. It's much love always for you, and I look forward to having you to come chop it up with our young boys. I'm saying,
I gave you my number.
Yes.
Like, I feel like through social media, like everybody's too accessible. So if I give you my number, it's
direct.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact, man. All right, with that said, man, it's the AMF show, Coach Javon, episode 17. The GOAT. one of the young goats. And we out of here, man. Peace.